In ages long past, it was believed that Mother Dana was indestructible and everlasting. Rena, on the other hand, was thought to be the domain of the gods, a paradise where the souls of the departed could rest forevermore.
Sorry, I didn't do an intro there.
Oh, how wrong we were. In the face of Rena's unimaginable technology, its soldiers, clad in huge, shining armor, and its fearsome beasts, known as Zeugles. The prosperity and bounty of Dana all but disappeared overnight. That was 300 years ago. The world of Dana fell under Renan rule, and its new masters split the land into 5 distinct realms. And now today, Orbis Calaglia, one of the Renan's 5 realms. It is ruled over by the tyrant Balseph, Lord of the Firemaster Corps. Unrelenting fire scorches this barren wasteland. Dust storms course over the rocks and crags, and no relief is to be found from the oppressive heat. The Danan people toil as slaves. Day after day they suffer, under the ruthless oppression of the Renan soldiers, with only one hope of escape: death. Only in death is their agony finally brought to an end. They have forgotten what it means to be free. So complete is the Renan's domination.
Alright, if you couldn't tell from the menu, I have played this before. So, story's not new to me.
You call that pushing? Put some back into it, embedded!
Iron Mask?
Why you?
Let me.
Huh. What is this? Some kind of slave support group? Mind your own business, you worthless... All right, third squad! Time to regroup! Go on, get moving!
Hey, wait for me! Thank you, Iron Mask.
That's okay, Cole. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. Iron Mask, you're bleeding. We need to get you looked at by Doc.
That bad, huh? Better safe than sorry, I suppose.
Alright, let's go.
I doubt Doc's gonna like what he sees.
Ah, you again.
Sorry to trouble you, Doc.
Look after yourself and there'd be no need for sorries, would there? Now sit. So, still unable to remember anything, I take it?
Blank as always. Nothing but that strange dream.
No face, no memories. Unable to feel pain, yet only too eager to take on everybody else's. What will we do with you? Here, let me see. You may not be able to feel pain, but that doesn't mean you can't be wounded, just like everyone else. If you're not more careful, you'll wind up dead without even realizing it one of these days.
I watched another slave die today. More corpses than I care to count.
Unfortunately, that's hardly a rare sight around these parts.
Dahnans are always dying, and the Renans just watch. How long can this continue? Why doesn't anyone stand and fight?
Keep your voice down, will you? If only it were so simple, my friend. There have certainly been uprisings, all right. 3 centuries worth of the damn things. As for all the good they've done, take a look around and judge for yourself. There. That should just about do it. Now, do me a favor and try to stay out of trouble so the wound doesn't open again.
Doc, back when I knew nothing, you were the one who taught me just how things work around here. You know I'll always be grateful for that. But I can't just...
The race is won by the calm and the steady. You're still young. You have time. Wait for the right moment, both for yourself and the world. Work will be wrapping up for the day soon enough. Don't sit around here. Go out and feel the breeze against your skin. Even a slave's entitled to that. Just do me a favor and keep a low profile, all right? You stand out enough in that mask as it is.
Also, I'm sorry if I don't talk much. I'm suffering from a bit of hay fever.
So I'll go
and I
back
think
to my
I'm
room.
down with a bit of cold. So I'm not feeling
I'm a
the
slave,
best.
just like everyone else here. So how come I don't have a spirit core? Or face, or memories for that matter? Not like worrying about it will change anything. I should get some rest. I wonder how many people have slept in this bed before me. Mine for now, but for how long? Tomorrow's another day. I guess I should get some shut-eye. I'd better head to work. So I've got business with the freight train today, huh? Great. Great. Time to start another day toiling away for the Renans. Am I gonna do this until the day I die?
Look lively, slaves! Let's see some work around here!
Grenar!
Zephyr! She's here!
The hell?
The girl's nowhere to be found.
This hurts.
Hey, Embedded, did you find anything?
Not yet, sir.
What do they expect from us on such short notice?
Hey, you're...
Over there! Don't move!
Go now!
Huh?
Hurry, get moving!
Stay still! You cost us a lot of trouble, you know.
Now we can do this the easy way, or not.
It's just you.
Here they are! Forget the rebels! Focus on the girl! Jump over in the front! Take the girl alive! The man is expendable!
Armored soldiers!
Idiots! Hey, you two! Come on!
Away you go!
Hope you can jump!
By the way, because I know the story and everything, I'm gonna try and be silent during cutscenes.
You all missed your chance to become Lord. Which means you lot live and die for me, the mighty Balzath! Got that through your skulls? Now hurry up and bring me Shion! Yes, sir! Even the drink's lost its appeal.
Someone's in a bad mood. Lord Wolsey, ruler of Orbis Calaglia. Ah, but it's wild beast you prefer, isn't it? Do forgive me.
Ganabelt Volkiris, what do you want?
From what I hear, you seem to be having some trouble over there in Calaglia. As a fellow lord, I merely thought to ask whether I could be of any assistance to you.
Enough with the false pretense. I can tell a rat when it's sniffing around.
Forgive me, I can only imagine the emotional toll failing to ascend the throne not once but twice must take. A most distressing state of affairs.
Shut up! It's none of your concern.
The crown contest is proceeding apace, and so quickly, I must say. It won't be long before the victor is crowned as the new sovereign.
I look forward to it, and you can be sure I won't forget our little chat.
Nor will I. Until next time.
Where?
You awake?
Who are you?
The name's Tilsa. I'm the medical officer for the Crimson Crows. You're in one of our safe houses.
Crimson Crows?
Don't tell me you've never heard of us. We're the Resistance, for the Dahnan people. We get in the way of the Bright Eyes' best-laid plans.
The Dahnan Resistance? I didn't know such a thing existed.
Oh, we exist all right. Though I guess we're not as famous as I thought we were. Seems like I know more about you than the other way around, Mr. Iron Mask. Is it true you can't take that thing off?
Yeah. Worse is that I don't even know why I'm wearing it. That woman I was with.
Oh, yeah. She's quite the character, isn't she? Zephyr should be interrogating her over in the Slammer as we speak.
You locked her up? Why?
Why? Go take a look for yourself if you're so interested.
They're interrogating her? Just what the hell is going on? I need to go and find out for myself.
Ah, damn it! So it wasn't a lie. The slightest touch is like being struck by lightning.
What are you doing?
So you're finally awake, huh?
What's going on here? What did she ever...
Mind your business. So even if you don't mean to hurt somebody, if they touch you, they get electrocuted, huh? It doesn't seem to be poison or magic. Is this the reason Balsef's soldiers were after you? For the last several days, Balsef's forces have been getting pretty restless. When we looked into it deeper, the word thorns came up over and over again. And now, we come across Miss Prickly herself.
Drop the attitude. Did you really think we wouldn't find out anything about you? Miss Shion Imaris?
That's her name?
You mean she's... What? You didn't figure it out already? Yeah, that's right. This lady's got herself a surname, which means one thing. She's a Renan, our enemy.
Yeah, but she was being chased by Renan's soldiers. So then, why?
That's exactly what we're trying to figure out. After all, aside from the clothes they wear, there's only one way to tell a Dahnan from a Renan, and that's whether their eyes light up or not. Ain't that right, Bright Eyes?
Big talk for someone who can't even use astral arts. Embedded.
Don't you call us embedded! Look, you see the stone your people embedded in me? There isn't one. Because we gouged them out the day we swore to rise up against your kind. This scar's a reminder, not to rest until every last one of you is...
We Dahnans may not be capable of using astral arts, but it looks like those thorns of yours won't do you much good in escaping here either.
Still, inflicting pain on anyone who comes near you, that's one hell of an ability.
You're wrong. You think this curse is some kind of great ability? No!
Curse.
Fair enough. All I know is Balsef must have his eye on you for a damn good reason. And until we find out why...
An ambush!
They must have tracked us down. Evacuate as planned. Hurry! And bring the girl. If she gives you any trouble, wave a spear in her face.
Got it.
Hey, Iron Mask. Sorry, but right now it's everyone for themselves.
What about you?
I'm going to welcome our guests. Don't go dying on me.
Come on, move.
And don't try anything funny.
God, that sword. A rather long sword with a blade badly in need of repair. Fighting with it is more like using a blunt weapon rather than a bladed one. Oh boy, there are two characters in this game that I recognize their voice actors from their voices. I don't know their names. But that Shion there is voiced by Futaba in
Have these
Persona
kinds of
5.
battles been going on this entire time? I just didn't know.
Stop right there! Oh, it's just a Danon. You there! Where's the Renan girl who was here?
Well,
Spit it out! I want an answer, Insurgent!
How's this for an answer? Go to hell!
You dare address a Renan armored soldier that way? I'll show you embedded!
Basic combat controls. Normal attacks. Press R1 to perform a normal attack. At first, you can string up to 3 normal attacks together, but by learning certain skills, this limit can be increased. Characters can also attack in mid-air after jumping. And there are arts as well. Arts are special actions performed by spending part of your AG, which is your art gauge, by pressing triangle, square, or X to use the art assigned for each button. While AG will be gradually restored automatically, it will restore more slowly when attacking. Push your left stick and R2 to evade an enemy attack. If you time it well as an enemy attack is approaching, you'll perform a perfect evasion, allowing you to avoid taking any damage.
Talk or die!
So much for playing nice. Alright, we're up! Real fight. Still, I have to do this. I won't go quietly. Fluid skill! Swallow blade! Die! Here I come! Rising Rider! I won. I actually beat one of those Renan soldiers. I've got to keep going. I have to survive this no matter what. No choice. Now you'll learn! Fluid escape! Swallow blade! Strike! Slash! You're mine! Go to hell! It's over! You're mine! You're finished! Go to hell! You're mine! It's over! Rising Wyvern! Take this! Die! Mirage! Take this! Go to hell! Take this! Strike! Swallow blade! Die! Take this! Mirage! Take this! Here I come!
By the way, just because I finished the game before does not make me a master.
We won.
Xian V. Mayor Imaris Daymore. I hereby detain you in the name of His Excellency Lord Bulseth.
Damn it!
Throw down
I was
your
so
weapon.
close. What the? You've got some kind of death wish? Those are armored soldiers you're...
Shut up and get out of here while you still can!
Step aside, slave. These are Renan affairs you're meddling in.
Hey!
We've got a better chance working together. Besides, I don't much feel like being indebted to a Danon.
Fine, suit yourself.
Combos. Combos are actions strung together with no gaps. Normal attacks have a set limit while arts can be formed until AG runs out. Normal attacks count separately on the ground and in the air. Using an art to go between them can thus extend a combo. Diminishing returns in combos. During a combo, if the same art is used multiple times within 4 actions, its penetration will decrease and enemies will recover from it sooner. Continually doing so will raise these penalties, making arts half as effective as their harshest. Oh wow, I can't read.
Word to the wise, I call my own shot. Just stay out of my way and we'll get along quite well.
Kinda new for me if you hadn't noticed. Don't expect any promises. Here I come! It's over! Take this! It's over! Mirage! I'm not done!
One more!
Swallow blade!
One more!
You're mine! Mirage!
Why did you help me? What could a Dahnan like you possibly gain from helping a Renan like me?
Trust me, I've no great love for Renans. I guess I'm just not as consumed with hatred as some...
What?
Have we met somewhere before?
Me? Friends with a Dahnan? Can't say I've had the pleasure.
Well, when you put it like that, yeah, silly question. I don't remember anything about my past. Don't have any clues to go on either. Not even my own face.
Let me get this straight. You don't know what you look like, but you thought I might somehow recognize you?
Something like that. Guess my helping you back there wasn't as self-sacrificing as I made it out to be. Besides, I can't feel pain anyway, so it's not like...
Wait, you really can't feel pain?
Yeah. It's just another thing I don't have. No pain, no face, no memories. I only know one thing about myself, and that's that I'm a slave.
What about your name? You must have one, right?
Iron Mask. Got the name from the person who found me. Said that this way I wouldn't forget I had a real name out there somewhere.
I see.
So where to next?
Outside, silly. What do you think we fought all this way for? Stay sharp. We're going in.
Alright, let's go.
Can you even see out of that thing? Like, at all?
Of course I can. How else do you think I managed to avoid tripping everywhere I go?
What is that thing anyway? It doesn't look like anything Dahnan I've ever seen.
Beats me. I don't remember anything about my past. When I came to, I was already wearing it. If I could get it off, I would. Damn thing makes it hard to eat. And I can't scratch my face when it itches. It's the worst.
Honestly, I'm just impressed you've managed to survive this long looking like that. I'm sure you attract attention wherever you go.
Most of the other Dahnans don't pay it any mind. It's in everyone's best interest to just keep their heads down, focus on their work, and pretend they don't notice.
What about the Renan soldiers? Didn't they notice?
The guards? They're more the kill first, ask questions later type. Be in the wrong place or step out of line and you're dead. Mask or no mask. That said, as long as you keep your head down and don't cause trouble, they mostly ignore you. Honestly, sometimes they don't look all that keen to stir up trouble themselves. A friend of mine said it's because if they kill us without a good reason, it could delay the work and put them behind schedule. At that point, it'd be their necks on the line. You should know more about all that than me, though, right?
I don't serve any of the lords. But I see what you mean. After 3 centuries of Renan rule without much upheaval, it's possible the soldiers might be losing their edge. All this trouble we've caused might be the first excitement they've had in a while.
Well, I don't plan on getting killed for their amusement.
Glad to see you made it. I heard you managed to escape, but I didn't expect to see old Iron Mask with you. In any case, we're all wanted by the Renans. It'll be easier for everyone if you both just come with me.
Where are the others?
They're waiting for us up ahead. Come on.
Love listening to anime.
Stay where you are, dissidents.
Just look at all these soldiers. How badly did they want to destroy this hideout?
Apprehend the traitor! Slaughter the rest!
Look out! Sion! Sion!
Master Core. He was embedded within her all along. No matter. Kill her if you have to. Just retrieve the core. Buster!
You okay?
Your arms!
Oh, yeah. How about that? Guess it's just as well I can't feel it, huh?
You're not in agony? Wait, are you serious?
Hold still.
Huh?
It's one of my healing arts.
A sword that sears the hand of he who wields it, and a healing art to mend. A man numb to pain, and a woman whose very touch deals nothing but.
Thank you.
All right, let's rout the bastards and finish them off before the surviving stragglers have a chance to regroup. Iron Mask, you coming?
Definitely. I'm not about to go back all that way alone.
So I guess you're not planning on releasing me, huh?
Sorry. You're coming with us.
In that case, there's one thing you should know. No one uses that flaming sword without my say-so.
You needn't worry on that score. I doubt many of us could get close to it in the first place, or would want to.
The blazing sword. It just might be strong enough to match the power of a lord. No, maybe even to surpass it.
Are you sure you're okay?
What do you mean?
Your wound. That soldier nailed you pretty good. Not to mention those flames bursting from you.
They only hit my Master Core, so I'll be fine. And the flames weren't even hot. It's probably because they're just a manifestation of the astral energy. Honestly, I'm more surprised that you really are incapable of feeling pain.
Did you think I was faking?
No, I believed you. I guess seeing you stay calm while bearing those burns to your hands just really made it hit home for me. It's ironic. I have no problem hurting anyone who touches me. But as soon as I try to wield that sword, it's me who gets hurt.
Do you wish you were impervious to pain too? You realize you could burn your fingers off without even noticing, right?
So what? All I need right now is power. And up until now, I haven't come across anything stronger than that blazing sword the whole time I've been doing this.
You really don't care what happens to you as long as you get what you're after, do you?
Don't talk like you know me.
You... You're right. I don't get you. I don't get why you're so quick to throw it all away. Not when us slaves have never had a choice in whether we lived or died.
You befriended Shionne. Zephyr has teamed up with your party. Shionne's fighting style. Summary is, Shionne specializes in gun-based long-range strikes and astral arts. Use her to hit enemies from a safe distance and to use healing arts on allies with low HP. Healing arts cost CP to use to mind your CP total. Shionne's auto mode. When auto mode is enabled, Shionne will primarily target flying and astral art wielding enemies, as well as foes with lower HP during combat. CP or Cure Points. Arts or healing and support effects consume Cure Points, CP, in addition to AG. CP is shared across the party and can be restored with items or staying at an inn or campground. It can be raised by leveling up or finding specific items. Anything around here to grab? No. Land of Brimstone, Swirling Ash, Orbis, Calaglia.
That's...
Glanimede Castle. Stronghold of Lord Balseth. Self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the Gates of Fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down. The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Freedom.
Let's go. Be careful. If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll...
Changing controls during combat. Summary is during combat, press the options button while in the menu to change your character's control mode. Semi-auto is automatically moves until in attack range. Manual is full control, and auto fights best on their strategy. Excuse me. Control mode. Semi-auto mode is designed for players who only wish to casually dabble in combat. Meanwhile, manual mode is for those seeking full control, while auto mode lets the game take the reins.
Don't go charging off like that! You're finished! I'm on it! Take it! It's over! Don't let them pull the pack! Swallow blade! It's over! You're on! See ya! Great! On to the next!
Roger that.
Show me what you can do, kiddo!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
I'm sure I can put this to use. Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, all right?
Makes sense. If we try to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
You sure won't hear me complaining.
What a weird stone.
I sense a strange power from it. We should gather as many as we can find.
This is...
Seems you found something good. Supplies like that are valuable.
Great, I'm gonna regret this. Don't! Hang on. Got a bloody bot messaging in my chat again.
Get careless.
There we go.
Don't tell me!
Take this! You're finished! Circle and bring them down!
There! And again! Magna Ray!
I'll run you
Swallow
through!
blade!
Look, you're mine! Talon!
Rising Wyvern!
Touch cannon!
Sight! It's over!
I'll run you through!
Swallow blade!
Here I come! Crush!
Magna Ray!
And it's coming! Talon!
There we go.
I need to be stronger.
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
Camping out. Resting at a campground will restore your party's HP and CP. While resting, you can watch skits and cutscenes that you've previously viewed.
Normally, we should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy.
Zephyr, why aren't you concerned about who I am?
You feeling left out, son?
No, it's not that. But...
You said you wanted to fight so that you can live a free man. At this point, that's all that matters. Even if it somehow turned out you were a Renin, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
A Renin?
Until we know who you are, we can't rule anything out. Besides, we've already got Shion with us. At this point, what's one more Renin as long as they're on our side?
So you don't see every Renin as an enemy?
Our goal isn't to hunt down and kill all Renins. We only arm ourselves as much as we need to set ourselves free. If you can believe it, not every Dahnan agrees with what we're doing either.
Are you saying we have enemies among the Dahnans?
Not quite. They're just not up for rebelling, per se. The thing you have to remember is that everyone has their own path to walk.
I'm not sure I understand.
That's okay. Just focus on what we have to do right now. However, the time will come when you'll need to decide what to do for yourself.
How come you don't have a scar on your hand?
A scar? What do you mean?
The Crimson Crows all tore off their own spirit cores, right? But your hand doesn't show any signs of ever having a core like theirs. Why not?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about myself from before Doc found me.
Seriously? You have that mask, you don't feel any pain, and you just happen to know how to fight with a sword? No way. You must remember something.
I'm not lying if that's what you think. Believe me, I wish I knew who the hell I am. But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time for soul searching while digging up rocks in a mine.
Still.
Are you saying you've told us everything about yourself?
Zephyr.
It's bad manners to pry when you've got plenty to hide yourself.
You're not gonna ask me about my past too?
Only when I think it's necessary. You're a real man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity. If you remember something and feel like sharing, you're free to do so. For now, I think that's good enough.
Right. Thank you.
So, this whole you not feeling pain thing, is that for real?
Why would I lie about it? And why would you care anyway?
No, it's just... you know, I can't imagine what it's like, that's all.
As a slave, I'd say it has its advantages and disadvantages.
Oh?
On the upside, when Renin soldiers push me around, I hardly flinch. The downside's that I get injured without even noticing. Which means I could be knocking on death's door and not even realize it.
Really?
Sure. I may be numb to pain, but it doesn't make me immortal or anything. Still, I wouldn't have noticed any of this if someone hadn't pointed it out to me. If not for my fellow slaves, I'd be long dead, lying in a ditch somewhere.
Alright, let's get some rest.
A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Dahnans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
Then don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renins are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Dahnans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Dahnans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Dahnans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the Lords.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balseph, the wild beast. Sound good?
I've gotta hurry.
Ooh, mystery.
We have enough.
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renan, you're Dahnan. There's no way. Besides, I'm from Lenegis. Trust me, wherever you were before you lost your memory, we've never crossed paths.
Lenegis? You mean the same Lenegis that's up in the sky? I've heard it called the Renan's Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan Lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7 years ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not.
Let's get moving.
We should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible, huh? Good to know.
Definitely.
Alright, have some sage. I will give it to Shion. And we got a carb. Sweet. This is a long, ladder. Long, little. Yeah, go me. I'm good at adjectives.
What's this thing?
And doesn't that look bad?
That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
We've almost made it to Ulzebek.
Some mushrooms.
I'll take you all on!
You're mine! Have this!
Don't go charging off like that!
Here I go!
You're on!
I'm only getting started!
Guess we gotta roll with it.
Here I come! Take this! It's over! Rising Wyvern!
Here I
I'm
go!
not done!
It's over!
Mirage!
How's this?
It's over!
There we go.
I'm sure I can put this to use.
So, finding these owls is a good way to
That's
get
unusual.
some stuff, like an extra stuff for outfits. Outfits, and the summary is that you can change your character's costume, hair, and accessories regardless of their equipped armor. New weapon skins are also added when the character acquires a new weapon. In certain scenes, costumes may be temporarily altered. On the costume screen, press triangle to save a character's current appearance as a custom set, as well as load an existing one. Each character can have up to 5 saved custom sets. So you can see, I'm mask, I can clothes, and as you can see, you can add a dog tail. And weapon skin, obviously I don't have the extra stuff, so...
It's an owl. They're often used as a symbol to represent ancient Dana.
Normally I don't pick on them. You're mine! You're surrounded! Just stay calm!
You're mine!
First aid!
Here I come!
This is it!
Ow,
Dig deep!
that hurt.
Easier said than done.
No excuses! This is up to us!
Here's a healing arc!
How's
First
this?
aid!
Okay,
Here I go! You're mine!
You're finished!
Take it! It's over!
Thrust! Slash! Rising Wyvern! I'm not done!
Here's a healing arc!
Mirage!
I'm on it! Slash! That's you right up!
Here I come! You're finished! Rising Wyvern! Thrust!
Pathetic!
What's this thing?
Some orange gel.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Right! And again! Magna Ray!
Take this!
I'm on it!
Slash! Rising Wyvern!
Magna Ray!
Mirage! Here I come! Here I come! You're finished!
Magna Ray!
Rising Wyvern! It's over! Mirage!
Let me know if you're struggling.
Parallax stone. Uzbek.
Okay, people, this is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renan guardsmen.
The Renans aren't as populous as the Danans. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr!
Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
In the Convent Center.
Should this really be here?
Apple gel.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head-to-head with Balseph.
That's right. We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is! We've all been waiting for this day for far too long!
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime... yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay? Ta-da! I told you, it fits like a dream. I'm afraid we don't have any Renan clothing. I could find you some Danan outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renan.
Now, let's play nice. How about you ask Nate and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something.
Got an ocean blue battle garb. Ocean blue clothing received from Tilsa that was made by stitching together pieces of cloth that the Crimson Crows collected. I cannot read. Zephyr left your party.
Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renan around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Huh? Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Mosgul. Were you expecting something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balseph doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
What?
I mean, if Balseph thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
You... No. You're probably right about that. All of the other Danans that aren't with the Crimson Crows accept the Renan's rule as simply a fact of life. From the day we're born, no, probably even before that, it's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
If they don't like the status quo, then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renans, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renans, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me. I have something I need to do, and I'll do whatever it takes, and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power.
Climb up here. Here and up here. And there's another owl. Woohoo! With rabbit ears. So now I'd be able to add rabbit ears.
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
I can't remember correctly, but I think there's about 80 owls.
Nath, we need your help.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? The work's really piled up around here.
What is it you'd like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other. Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Hey.
Snape sent us. He heard you might be a little short-handed.
Yes!
You could say that. Didn't think he'd send over the Iron Mask himself, though. That a Bright Eyes with you? You sure we can really trust her? She's on our side. Zephyr can vouch for her. If Zephyr's good with her, then I guess we don't have a problem. What the hell. The name's Dyron. I'm the one who runs this lodge. This is a lodge? But we all already have our own beds. We don't sleep on straw and rock-hard dirt around here. The Crimson Crows have their fair share of folks who are either knocking on death's door or can't otherwise move around openly. That's what this place is here for. To give people a place to rest up properly before they head off to fight. Everybody needs their rest. If you don't rest, you can't hope to fight the Bright Eyes at your best.
I guess.
Makes sense. What do you want us to do then? I need you to help haul in some cargo. I have some friends who are on their way to collect it from our hideout in the Xeon mine. The mines? Is that really such a good idea after the Renans snuffed the place out? These are valuable items people risk their lives to gather. We need to get at least some of them back. They should be down around the sand in this ravine at this point. Meet up with them and help bring the supplies back to this lodge.
Got it.
You're welcome to use these facilities if you need to as well. I'll let you sleep here for free. Subquests. Talking to someone with a letter icon will start a subquest. Clearing these subquests will earn you rewards, and you can accept as many of them as you like. You could also check each of their objectives from the activity records.
I had no idea the Crimson Crows were so active.
You sound pretty thrilled by that.
Thrilled? Maybe. I'll settle for hopeful. We know now that not everyone is rolling over for the Renans.
Let's dispose of the trap.
You're mine! You're mine! Strike! Rising Wyvern!
Here's a
Blue
healing arc!
escape!
First
Mirage!
Take it! I'm only getting started!
Thrust! Swallow Blade! Mirage! Take this!
Here's a healing arc!
Rising Wyvern!
First aid! There! One more!
Here I come!
Magna Ray!
It's over! Rising Wyvern! Thrust!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Right, here goes! Here I
go! It's over!
You're finished!
Take it! And again! Magna Ray!
Take this!
over! Rising Wyvern! I'm not done! Mirage! You're mine! You're finished! Rising Wyvern! It's over! Good! Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Okay, here I go. No escape! Mirage! I'm not done!
Loves the combat in this game.
Well then, let's keep moving.
It's going to be a little dangerous fighting these without Zephyr right now.
Right, here goes! Here I come!
One more! Mega Ray!
Ow, fuck.
Swallow Blade! Come one, come all! I'm not done! Mirage! I'm not done! Rising Wyvern! You're finished!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Here I
It's
go!
over!
I'm only
Rising
getting
Wyvern!
started!
Strike! Mirage!
Here's a healing arc!
You're mine! Rising Wyvern! No
Ooh, that
escape!
was close.
Here's a healing arc! First aid!
Okay, here I go. You're finished! Rising Wyvern!
I'm only getting started!
Mirage!
There we go.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. What? They're all dead? How did this happen?
Soldiers, that's how.
Are you Iron Mask?
Yeah, I am. Dairon sent me to help. Hang in there!
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on! Shion, do something!
It's no use. He's already dead.
Damn them! They've killed so many of us, and it's still not enough! They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests!
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
Is this... a cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
If I had to guess, he put it there to make sure a Renan wouldn't steal it.
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength to hide it, believing somebody would come for it. I guess you think it's stupid getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
No. Clearly he risked his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. However, it will be up to us to figure out the purpose behind his dying act.
We'll make sure it wasn't in vain. If nothing else, this proves that the Renans can be outsmarted. We'll carry out your will, and see it through to the end.
Then we'd better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area.
So this is what it means to fight the Renans.
Sounds like you're kind of scared to me.
Of course I am. But if I'm
I
gonna
like
die
that he
one
actually
way or another,
admits that, yeah.
I'd rather go down fighting.
Yeah. I would love to see someone defeat that at level 5. Damn. So nobody made it, huh? I'm sorry. If we'd arrived just a little sooner, we could have... Hey, these things happen. It hurts, but this is the world we live in. I'll take good care of what you brought back. It's the only way we can respect the sacrifice of those we've lost. Hey, when's Daddy coming home? Oh no, that's the guy's kid. Not yet, sweetie. Your dad's gone away for a while and... Don't lie to me. He's dead, isn't he? I know that whenever grown-ups look sad and say someone's gone, they always mean they're dead. Daddy always warned me that this might happen one day. He told me to stay strong and be brave. So I... This isn't right. Poor kids shouldn't have to be dragged into our own mess. Let's report back to Nathan, then get ready to fight. For 800 gold and 200 SP. Alright, we've unlocked the skill panel. Our most rebellious spark. So I've now learned Counter Edge. After a perfect evade or perfect guard, press R1 to trigger an immediate counterattack. Titles. As you fulfill certain requirements for each of your characters, you will earn titles for them, which unlock arts and skills that they can then learn, making fights easier. You can view title unlock requirements from the skill panel. Skill panel. You can spend skill points or SP to learn arts and skills from unlocked titles, all of which grant powerful effects, making it worth your while to spend SP early and often. The skill panel can be accessed directly by pressing right on the D-pad. If there's a skill you want to learn but just don't have the SP yet, highlight it in the skill panel and push square. Doing so will turn on an alert that will notify you once you have enough SP to finally unlock it. So let's see... Aerial attack with air evasion, severing wind... So get Stardust. Can you... get you Gemini Aqua. Art screen. You can assign arts that you've learned to each of the different buttons. You can set 3 arts to use while on the ground, plus an additional 3 arts to use in the air for a total of 6 equipable arts. Press L2 or R2 to inspect the arts you have available. Characters that are set to auto can use all of their arts, but you can press square to uncheck arts you wish for them to avoid. You can also cast healing arts from this screen as well. So yeah, the thing with me, I like having triangle on the ground to hit them up, and X on the aerials to knock them down. And yeah. Oh, and also, with the outfits, as you can see, we got this, but we still could change to the ragged clothes if we wanted to.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Yeah, if the character says something like that, it
help.
means there's a sub-quest nearby.
I'm skeptical.
You must have gone through the Sandinus ravine to get here, right? Is that Zoogle still out there? Big guy, looks like an insect with wings, has sipes for arms.
Right.
Yeah, we saw it. Looked big and pretty tough to boot. That's the one. It's hard to feel safe knowing it's still out there. I'd really like to see it get its comeuppance one of these days. Especially since the people that deliver that comeuppance are going to enjoy a pretty mighty payday on account of all of the materials they'll earn. Oh yeah? Yep, Zoogle materials are imbued with astral energy, so the stronger they are, the more energy their materials contain. We could use them to make new weapons and stand up to the Rainer a little better, even with our astral art handicap. With the odd stray, I can usually gather a few people and get the materials myself. But something that big's bound to be beyond my capabilities. If only there was a good way to beat it. We'll take it on. I don't see the harm in us checking it out. Do you hear what you're saying? We've got enough to worry about as it is without inviting even more danger. Your Renan pal's right. I know you're strong, but I think even the Zeugle might be beyond you. It's not like I need you guys to take it down for us right away, but how should I put it? If anybody has a shot at it, I think it'd still be you guys eventually. Once you feel like you're up to the challenge, that is. When you are, would you be willing to give it a shot? You can bring other people along with you to help, of course.
Got it.
Sure, that sounds fair. We'll get it taken care of for you sooner or later. Let's go over here. I want to check something.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
I was seeing if there was a blacksmith there yet. I couldn't remember.
You're back, huh? Sounds like it was a real ordeal out there. Much as I hate to admit it, there aren't many of us who can take on those Renan armored soldiers. All we can do is make sure we remember those who sacrificed their lives for the cause.
Yeah, they won't be forgotten.
Glad to hear it. Now, what was that favor you wanted to ask me?
Oh, right. Well, you see...
So then, you're wondering if I know of any places where you can find Renan equipment, huh? Anywhere with those damn bright eyes is gonna have tight security, of course. You can't just go carelessly poking around. Unless... Across the wilderness outside Ulzebek, you'll find the Fagan ruins. There's some kind of old Renan castle out there. What with it being impenetrable, I forgot. But with a Renan tagging along, who knows? Maybe you can find some way in. You ask me, though, it's a lot of trouble for some Renan rags. If I were you, I'd get comfortable with Danon guards.
Those look like the ruins. Let's move.
Are we really going in there?
Yes. Now let's move.
I didn't mean to talk to you. Sorry.
Am I really doing this for some lousy cloak? There's Zeugles here, too?
Hey!
You should always assume there's Zeugles anywhere you go. They're one of the reasons I need you all. We're a team, after all. That means you need to pull your weight. So when I call for you, I expect you to clear out any enemies around me. What? Why do I have to do all that? In exchange, when you call for me, I promise I'll shoot down any enemies around you too. Sound fair?
Right.
Yeah, alright. If you don't get in the habit of speaking up during fights, that'll impact morale and our ability to combo together. So make sure to do it often. Got it?
Just a minute.
Looks like the enemy spotted us. Time to get to work. You don't have to tell me that. Boost attacks. You can summon allies in combat to use their unique boost attacks. Once the boost gauge, or BG, is full, press the corresponding direction to execute. These moves can be cannot read. These moves can be followed up with more attacks afterwards and also restore AG when used. Although the boost gauge builds up automatically over time, it can be filled up faster by landing attacks and counter edges on enemies as well. Iron Mask's boost attack initiates a brute force swing attack that can down almost any enemy. Use it to get allies out of deep trouble and create openings for additional attacks.
With that blade and your strength, the average Zeugle shouldn't be a problem, right?
I'll give it a shot. You're mine! It's over! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Mega Ray! Gemini Aqua!
You've got me surrounded.
Shion's boost attack fires numerous beams of light from the muzzle of Shion's rifle, effective on aerial enemies. It temporarily restricts their flight abilities and downs them.
Flyers!
This one's mine. I'll shoot them down. If it's in the sky, it's mine. Sighted. It's over. Let the marksman handle this. Take it. I'm only getting started. This one's mine. Take it. You're mine. You're mine. Mega ray. Where are you going?
Here I...
Teaming up with boost attacks. Teaming up with other party members for boost attacks allows you to keep attacking enemies longer. Different members work better against different enemy types, so don't be afraid to mix and match to maintain the upper hand in battle.
This one's mine!
You're finished!
Where are you going?
Swallow Blade! Rising Wyvern!
By the power of
Mirage! You picked the wrong fight!
There we go.
Take this! It's over!
ready.
Slash! Rising Wyvern! Here I come! You're finished! You're my on!
Who wants to die next?
Here I come!
Gemini Aqua!
Rising Wyvern!
Looks like you got the hang of it, but don't let it go to your head. Those were easy ones. I know. I do wonder how the hell they come up with all the names for the enemies. Like, not the enemies. The,
climb up higher and see if
like
we can
the
get a better
arts
view.
and stuff like that. Because there's a shit ton of them.
What's this thing?
I know some of them are the same as previous games, but still.
So these are the Fagin ruins? How'd you figure a place like this turns derelict?
Your guess is as good as mine. I didn't even know this place existed until we heard about it. All that matters to me is whether I can find anything to wear in there.
Why does she care so much about her appearance?
An opponent like this should be easy. Come one, come all.
Mega Ray! This one's mine.
Take this! You're finished!
There!
Rising Wyvern!
Nicely done, Xion.
You're flat. Step it up.
Yeah. You got it.
Rising Wyvern! Take this!
You're mine.
Mirage! You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
Go.
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
Hey, Xion, where does your gun come from?
What do you mean, where does it come from?
When you're fighting, it looks like it just appears out of nowhere.
Oh, that's transferal technology. When I don't need my weapon, I submerge it in empty space. And when I do, I summon it. Make sense?
Not really, but it sounds pretty amazing.
Huh?
Well, that way you don't have to carry around any heavy weapons or worry about enemies trying to steal them, right? It's a pretty cool invention.
You realize you're praising the technology of your enemies, right?
So? Technology's technology. It's not good or bad in and of itself.
I guess that's true.
Kind of sounds like Urza's ability in Fairy Tail, where she could just send her armor and weaponry away and summon them whenever she needs it.
Here I come!
Here's a healing art.
Damn it! Okay, here I go.
Insects should stay on the ground. Here I go.
You're mine!
We got flyers.
I got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours! Strike!
Power of
Swallow Blade! You're mine! Mirage!
Got you.
Take this!
Mega Ray.
It's over!
Gemini Aqua.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Xion.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Here, let me help.
No escape!
I'm ready.
Swallow blade! Strike!
It's over.
Mirage! Try harder!
By the power
Now!
of water.
You're mine! You're finished! This one's all mine!
Here I go.
Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Great!
Get lost.
You're finished!
Mirage! Go! I'm only getting started.
I'm not done! That buzzing is driving me mad! Rising Wyvern! I can't lay a finger on you.
I prefer it that way.
You're mine!
What about you?
Just watch and see. Here I come! It's over! Rising Wyvern! No escape!
Mega Ray!
That gun of yours is real handy in a pinch.
It takes a true marksman to be used.
Well,
Again,
what I like to
sorry I'm
hear.
not talking much. There's just not really a whole lot to talk about when you're playing, like, JRPGs. Because there's just usually just a lot of running around, getting into fights, then running around and getting into fights.
An opponent like this should be easy. Come and face me! Here I come!
Let the
It's
marksman
over!
handle this.
Mirage!
Where are you going?
Here I come!
Take it.
It's
Help
over!
this.
Here I come! Here I come!
Excited.
Mirage! We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. Here I come! It's over! Mirage!
Take it. I'm only getting
I'm not
started.
done! Swallow blade! Here I come!
Seems about right to me.
The apple gel, they always come in handy.
Right, here you go!
I'm ready.
Eat dirt!
Mega Ray! By the power of water!
I'm not done! Swallow blade! Rising Wyvern!
Take it!
Mirage!
Go! It's over! By the power of water!
Take this! No escape! Slide!
Mega Ray! Gemini Aqua!
You're mine!
It's weakened!
It's over! This ends now!
Here I go!
There we go.
Nicely done.
Halfway to leveling up. Make some more potatoes.
No choice! Here I come! I'll take you all on! Rising...
By the power
Take
of
this!
water!
You're finished! Rising Wyvern!
Gemini
No
Aqua!
escape! Mirage!
Mega Ray!
You're mine!
Power of water!
It's over! Rising Wyvern! I'm not done! Mirage! Take this!
Yeah.
I'm only
Here I
getting
come!
started!
Mirage!
Mega Ray!
Barely a blip on our radar.
9 chunk. Climb up if there's anything useful up there.
No choice! Here I come!
Help
You're
this.
How about this?
Oh, learn Demon Tank.
Strike!
Here I go! Oh, you're mine! Where are you going?
Take this! It's over! It's on!
Aqua!
Eat dirt!
By the power
You're
of
mine! It's over! Rising Wyvern! You're mine!
power of water!
Mirage! You're finished!
Seems about right to me.
Go to Arts and Demon Tank. Orange gel. Oh, there's an owl. You're a spotted cat ears.
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
Luckily, no fall damage.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Here I come! It's over! Demon Fang! Take this!
Go! I'm only getting started.
Try harder! Not a chance! Move
By the
escape!
power of water!
You're mine! Try harder! You're mine!
By the
You're
power of
finished!
water!
Rising Wyvern! No escape! Mirage!
There! One more! Mega
Here I come!
Marksman handles it!
It's over!
Mega
Demon Fang! Here I come! You're mine! You're finished!
Here I go! Got you!
That's what I like to hear.
Out of our way!
I'm not done! Demon Fang! You're mine!
They
It's
got me in
over!
their sights.
No escape!
This one's mine!
Get her away from the corner and get them away
Rising
from her.
Wyvern!
Again! Mega Ray!
You're mine! You're finished! Take this!
Here's the healing art!
Any more of this and I'll burn out.
Swallow Blade!
Thank you, Shion. I really needed that.
I've used a bit too much healing.
Might use an orange gel. There we go. That should tide us over for a while.
Out of our way!
You're mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Mega Ray!
Take this!
Gemini Alpha!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
There! And
Here I come! You're finished! Here I come! It's over! Swallow Blade! Take this! You're finished!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you
Rising
reminding
Wyvern!
me.
Strike!
Mega Ray!
Mirage!
By the
Here
power
I
of
come!
water!
It's over! You're finished! Rising Wyvern! It's over! It's over! Rising Wyvern! It's over! Mirage!
I can feel my power growing.
Alright, level up.
What?
Lavender. You.
It's this thing.
I usually give it to a party member I use that has the lowest amount in that stack.
Get lost! I never miss! By the... Here, let me help.
Here I come!
First
You're
aid!
finished! Swallow Blade! Slash!
Mega Ray! By the power of water! Gemini Aqua! By the power of water!
Take this! No escape!
Sighted!
It's on!
House it!
Swallow Blade!
Mega Ray!
There we go.
Looks like we won.
Yeah, with an enemy like him, once you know his pattern, it makes it a lot easier to fight, and the whole weak spot thing.
I wonder if those are the Fagin ruins below us. Shouldn't be too much farther now, if that's the...
I guess it's been a while since I had a bite to eat. Don't worry about me. I'm used to working while I'm hungry. It's no big deal.
It is a big deal. You should eat whenever you can. The last thing I need is you keeling over in the middle of a fight just because you didn't eat.
Never thought I'd get lectured on eating by a Renan, of all people.
Yeah, well, some of us Renans know what it's like to go without food, believe it or not.
What do you mean? I thought...
This isn't about me. Now, are you going to eat or not?
I would, if we had anything to eat, but we don't.
Actually, I have a little bit of food on me.
You've been carrying that stuff around this whole time? Not sure it's gonna be enough for the both of us, though.
That's why we're going to cook it instead.
Cook? I've never done anything like that before.
Me neither, to be honest. But we've got to make something out of all this, so might as well try.
What are you staring at me for?
Your clothes are all about function over form. You should think about sprucing them up a little.
Why? What purpose would it serve?
I guess you're right.
Cooking. At camps and inns, you can cook meals conferring temporary effects when eaten. New dishes can be made by finding recipes, while ingredients can be found at collection points and general stores. Eating a new meal overrides any previous effects. Depending on who in the party cooks a meal, the extent of their effects and their duration will vary. As such, it is wise to rotate who's on cooking duty based on your current goals and the party's overall status. So, porridge, a gentle dish made by boiling wheat in water. Though sure enough to keep one full, there's hardly any flavor to speak of. The cooking effect is a defense up, and I think meat tea means like tiny. And favorite meal effects by Shion. Consume double ingredients for 90% to cooking.
All done. Come and eat. You really do eat through that mask of yours, huh? I'm impressed you can manage so well.
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. You get used to it after a while. Still, I'm glad we decided to stop and fill our stomachs. I've got a newfound respect for cooking now. But I guess that's easy when you're used to eating everything raw. It would have been perfect if it had any flavor.
Sorry it didn't live up to your palate.
Oh, no, that wasn't a knock on you. I was just... Sorry. That's not how I should thank you for cooking for me.
You've got me curious now. Is it just pain you can't sense, or are your taste buds shot too?
Oh, sure, my taste buds work fine. Although, apparently what I like tends to be a little out there.
How so? What's so unusual about what you eat?
Well, one time I couldn't get enough of these things I picked off a plant, but everyone else said they were way too spicy. Doc thinks maybe I crave spicy food to compensate for the lack of pain I feel.
Maybe it's best I take charge of the cooking. You know, just to be on the safe side. I can't guarantee it'll be to your tastes, though.
I said I'm sorry. Look, I'll learn to tone down my tastes in the future, so let's just put that slip of the tongue behind us already.
A new one, the Speedy Chef. She's learned Counter Edge now. She can also learn Toxicity. Yeah, I'll get that. And I'll learn Sonic Burst.
Well?
I like having the newest one I've got at X, and
off we go.
Like, I'm a bit peculiar. Actually, you know what? I think that'll be it for me for tonight. I'm starting to get a bit tired. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time in whatever it is I make. Bye!